Today we're at the Daviess County Animal Care and Control Department for Daviess County Fiscal Court. I have with me a dog named Rodney. He was surrendered by some family members. His owner had passed away tragically and suddenly, and he was brought here when no family members had the right situation to be able to have him. And he is looking for a home. He's probably about 2 years old. He's a very shy but gentle dog. And there's quite a few dogs here at the shelter that also, just like Rodney, needs homes. We have about 60 this morning. That was our head count this morning at the shelter. The first step to adopt from our animal shelter is to go to the county website, which is daviessky.org, and you can find the application there. And you can also see a list of a link to all the dogs and cats that we have available for adoption. Probably 95% of the dogs are on the website. It's updated daily. The cats, they turn over a little bit faster, so they're not on the website as much. But we do have cats available at Pet Supplies Plus and PetSmart just about every day. Cats and kittens. So if somebody's looking for a cat or kitten, the best place is to go there to those two places to look to adopt. And once you turn in the application, you can also see a link to all the dogs if you're interested in a dog. It usually takes us a day or two to get it processed, depending on when you get it turned in. And then we'll give you a call once it's approved, and we'll have you come in and meet some of the dogs. We do encourage people to take their time to adopt. A family member, we want it to be for life. And remember that dogs can live anywhere, to 10 to 15, 16 years old, depending on the breed and the size and the health of the pet. So it's a lifetime commitment, and that's why a lot of these animals have ended up here at the animal shelter, because people weren't prepared to give them that lifetime commitment as they need, and then so they surrender them or turn them loose, and that's how they end up here at the shelter. So I want people to take their time. Once they come out, if they do have children, we really encourage people to come out without their children first, visit a few dogs, let them get a feel of how they think they're going to be, and then bring kids out to, especially if they're younger kids, come meet the dogs first. And then bring your kids out and do some we have a play yard that they can go into, and we have a lot of green space. They can walk around, spend time with the dogs, and kind of interact with the family first before they adopt. Last year in 2020, we took in roughly around 3,000 animals, just a little bit shy of 3,000. So that's quite a bit of animals for the size of our county. Most of that's dogs and cats, of course. We do get a few pocket animals, they call them pocket pets, little rabbits and guinea pigs and things like that. But those don't take up the majority of our space. It's the dogs and cats that do. We're always looking for homes for them. We would rather them be in a home than to be euthanized. But unfortunately, we do euthanize some animals just for health or temperament reasons if they're too dangerous to be adopted out. So that's usually the biggest reason is the health and the temperament. We're always looking for homes. We want people to make that lifetime commitment to the home, so that the animals, so they don't get so they're not brought back twice. And some of these animals have been here 2 and 3, 4, or 5 times. Not any fault of the animals. It's just that people don't realize what kind of commitment that you have to make to an animal. That it takes money. You have to have the finances to provide the medical care and the food. It takes time. A lot of the dogs and cats get turned in because people say that they don't have time for them. So that's a big commitment to make, is to devote several hours a week, at least to a new pet, especially. So we're always looking for people to adopt and to foster. One way that people can help out is to foster animals for us. We're always looking for foster homes, especially for the young animals, the puppies and the kittens, and then the elderly dogs and cats. Usually those are the ones we want to get to foster first, just because to get them out of the general population with everybody else. We have a lot of foster homes for kittens. We have very, very, very few foster homes for dogs or puppies at all. It just takes more of a time, more of a commitment, than the kittens. We are very, very excited about our new clinic that's being built. We hired a veterinarian, Dr. Gray, back in July of this year, and she has been performing surgeries. We are renting an off-site location right now, an existing clinic that we were using, and then hopefully ours will be ready to go maybe early 2022, and then we can move into that, and that would make it a lot easier for us to access to get those animals done and be able to do more animals per day. If you go to our website, which is daviessky.org, which is our county, Daviess County Fiscal website, you can find the animal control portion of the website there. Email is usually best because we can access it throughout the day and even on the weekends sometimes, depending on what's going on, to respond to people. Phone calls, we get hundreds of phone calls a day, and so it's really hard. We do encourage people to leave messages if you do call and you don't get us, because the phone never stops ringing here at the shelter. So email is always best.